I want to share with you how I'm being called to be more brave in my life lately. So, like many other white people in America, I've taken a more committed action as of recent events to actively be engaged in the work of anti racism. And I'm doing a lot of reading and I'm watching new things and listening to new things and engaging in a way that I just never have before. And one of the things that I've recognized is that for a long time, I just related to myself as someone who was not racist because I didn't think these things or say these things. And I sort of felt that I was doing my part and doing my work because I do transformational work and personal growth work. It's all about responsibility and love. And I thought I'm doing my part, right? And then recently I learned that by not speaking up or not actively engaging in anti-racism work, I wasn't really doing my part to be a part of the solution. I was part of the problem, like part of one of the people that sits by silently, enjoys the privilege of being a white person, but never really takes a stand or actively engages for equality and representation and a dismantling of an old system or a structure so that the people around me can have the same privileges or the same freedoms. So I've been learning a lot and I've been engaging in that. And quite honestly, that in and of itself feels kind of brave in a lot of ways. You know, I mean, it sounds, even as I say that, it sounds ridiculous that I have a judgment about myself that I'm saying that. And it's felt kind of brave to be in new spaces where I'm really out of my league in a lot of ways and learning so many things and feeling very vulnerable. So recently, I was a part of a family group text exchange, and someone within the family group thread posted a derogatory, like, racial joke. And I know this person, obviously this is my family. I know them. I know their heart. I know that they're a good person. And I was really inclined to do what I've done plenty of times before, kind of roll my eyes, make an excuse, and then just go on and not really say anything about it. Ignore it, basically. And I felt compelled to do something different this time. I felt like just ignoring it didn't honor this new commitment or this new information that I had. Like I now know that to just step over it and say nothing makes me part of the problem. So I can't pretend that I don't know that. But in all honesty, it felt really uncomfortable to say something. These are people that I love. These are relationships I hold dear. There's the potential that they're offended, that they're upset with me, that there's some sort of recourse in our relationship. You know, maybe it causes distance or strife between us, whatever my concerns were. And so I grappled with it for a few days before I said something, but I did eventually say, here's what I'm learning. And in the past, I would have done this, and I can't just do that anymore. It's not okay with me. Like, I don't like this joke, and it's not okay. And that's where I am. And I trust that you hear what I'm saying with love. And if you're open, I would love to have a conversation with you about the things that I'm learning. And you guys, it felt like a little that all the things that come up when we're taking a risk. You know, so I said before, like, bravery is acknowledging the risk involved emotionally, spiritually, in whatever, and then taking the action anyways because it's aligned with our values and who we want to be in the world. And that takes bravery, right? So, where's a situation in your life where you could bring 10% more bravery. Maybe it's communicating with your husband or wife about your preferences or your needs, right? Like maybe being brave is showing up in a more vulnerable way in your relationship. Maybe being brave is asking for what you need or even acknowledging that you need help. Maybe being brave is raising your prices and asking for more money. Maybe being brave is wearing a different style of clothing that you've always wanted to, but you weren't quite sure about. Right? So brave can show up in all kinds of ways, but there will be an inherent risk. And it'll be about taking action anyway. And what I know to be true for myself, it always pays off. Even if it doesn't go the way you think it will, even if you're disappointed with the initial result, there's something about showing up to honor yourself in the process that leaves you feeling more whole and more satisfied than selling out, shutting up, keeping quiet, hiding out, or whatever ever could. So, where in your life could you be 10% more brave? And what if you were to just try out little moves of bravery? How might it make a difference for your life? And then we'll keep this inquiry going, and I'll see you again next week.